Hello, welcome back to the Hear Us Loud podcast, where we turn dreams into passion one voice at a time. It's been a while, and it's your host once again, Cyrus Rod, and I'm glad to be back. This is not a full episode, by the way. It's just me checking in with the truth, heart, and intention. Don't worry about it. Something a little bit more flexible, may I say. So let's take a little bit of a look back, some few steps behind. So here's the real deal. The reason this podcast was started was because I believe the voices matter. I believe that the stories, the struggles, and our potentials deserved a voice. They deserved space. And that hasn't changed, by the way. That's still the same. And somewhere along the way, life kind of got loud, energy faded. And I'm not saying that things have changed. Things are still the way they are. We are still pushing forward, still looking for the voices, and we are still on track. And I'd like to thank all of you for streaming. The views are going wild. The comments, we thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This is so amazing. The feedback we're getting is just amazing. So without further ado, we'd like to simply appreciate and give accountability for what we've been doing, for what I've been doing. And over the past few weeks, I've had some time to think, not just about where this podcast is to go, but about why I started it in the first place. And the simple answer was to speak the truth, to uplift the youth, create space for real conversations, by the way, and that are actually meaning something. Not just bringing people in and we argue out a topic and that's it. No one has gained anything. That with every single episode, someone is gaining something. That everyone is going to leave while they've learned something. We've all built each other together. I'm not gonna lie, I've missed the microphone too. I've missed the space, I've missed the studio. So here's the plan. With more new energy, we're bringing back Hear Us Loud podcast. Bigger, greater than ever. More than you guys have ever seen. We're going to have different people coming in, so many topics. So once you people get loads of this, you're going to love what is coming next. Just stay tuned and keep streaming. Keep in mind that this is something that we've done for ourselves. It is made for the youth and by the youth. Tell us what you're facing. Just say, hey, we'll drop our email in the comment section very soon. So that's the update. That's simply what we've been trying to bring out. And low-key, people have been asking for very itchy topics. I've been getting DMs of people saying, could you talk about this? Could you talk about this? And the very sensitive topics are the ones that they want. So I think it's about time that we give the people what they want, yeah? What do you say? It would do us a lot of good. So without further ado, we are going to start on the very sensitive topic. Stay tuned for the next episode that will be coming in. We'll be touching very sensitive topics, okay? So that's basically it. Look in, make sure you stream, tell a friend to tell a friend. Even if no one is there to... So I simply believe that once you... So let's actually dive right in and start with these very sensitive topics you guys talked about. So we're going to go right in. I'm going to invite someone. She's very good with these kind of things and I trust her. Though her topics, can I call it insight, are very deep on such kind of things. She's very well adversed when it comes to knowledge on these things. So guys, let's give her a call. She's not here with me. Let's see what she has to say.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. So, you're live on the Hear Us Loud podcast.
Oh, I'm honored. I'm actually very, very honored.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
kindly give us a small, brief introduction about yourself, and we'll dive right in. Is that okay?
Well, that's fine. Hey guys, I'm Tatiana Musima. Yeah, just an ordinary, alive teenager who's still reading and praying. Yeah, happy to be here.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. Really beautiful from you, Tatiana. So, let's go right in, and I'm going to ask you
Yeah.
a few questions, and they're basing on the relationships that we have today. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
what would you say about this current thing that's going on, where people are talking nonchalant, people are talking different kinds of words, that the relationships that used to be there those days are not the ones that are there today. That today, in order for someone to have interest in you, they have to act like they don't want you. So basically, we're going to be talking about the relationships today, friendships. And Tatiana, what would you say is the main thing that's failing current relationships? Like daily, day in, day out relationships. We'll go a bit into marriages too, if we have to.
Wow, marriage is a very, very big topic, but okay. I think the one thing that's really killing relationships in this generation, guys these days are basically looking for, can I say, fun in quotes.
Fine.
Guys are not committed, and then yet there's these guys who want something serious. Guys, okay, our generation is basically playful. And I think that's what's basically killing, because guys want to jump from this relationship to that relationship and then to another relationship in a space of, like, can I say 2 months? Someone has had like 4 different relationships and they claim to be happy, yet they're not. And in the process, guys get hurt, guys get feelings and whatnot. And yeah, guys keep getting hurt, and then they keep destroying the love that someone with pure intentions would have had. And the cycle just keeps getting destroyed. It keeps on revolving.
Okay.
You get it, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're telling me is it's no longer about affection and caring. It's more about what am I getting? It's just a ride, a free ride. We're here for fun, a good time, not a long time. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, okay, some people do put in emotions, but then there's those people who kill the fun in relationships, because relationships are supposed to be something deep. But guys these days kill that meaning. So it's like, I'm in a relationship, but that relationship has been on for like 3 days. The person's like, I'm already in love, and that's like not right. Okay, I'm looking for how to put this into words, but guys have misused relationships and love in this era. Can I say the Gen Z era? Guys have messed that all up, and it's what's killing. I think it's what is going to kill our future generation, because guys are getting into relationships where they're not happy. And yeah. It's basically, I won't say it's dead generation, but something related to that.
Okay. So I actually hear you, what you're trying to say. So what would you say is the reason for a girl? You've been there, like you've seen these things happen.
Oh, I've had my fair share. Damn.
I hear you. So from a female's point of view, what would you actually say is the point, is the reason for all these things happening? Like, as a girl, in case a girl is one that wants this and she does not want something serious, she just wants to have fun, what did you say is her reason for it?
Well, when a girl wants to have fun, when a girl wants to have fun, she's not looking into anything serious. I mean, she's not into anything serious. She will let loose, whether it hurts you or not, and that's the sad truth about it.
Mm-hmm.
She won't care if you're hurt or not, as long as she's having fun on her side. And some guys do come with very, very pure intentions. I've actually seen this happen before. Guys come in with pure intentions. The girl, she goes has fun with the guy, then just dumps the guy. Then and this guy is actually like he feels the cheek, and okay, it's just sad. It's just very, very sad. Yeah, but once it's fun, as long as it benefits her, she won't care who it hurts. Okay, that's for the ordinary, the average girl. Yeah. Yeah.
So, have you ever confused attention for love? Have you, could I say, someone gives you attention of like a week span, consecutively, day in, day out, and you've seen it happen that you kind of misread the connection and you think this person is actually, could I say, making a move? And what did this actually teach you? Or anyone you've seen it happen to?
That's tough, but it has happened once before. And told me to keep my guard up because not everything is as it seems. You get. Okay, I met this guy, very, very fun guy. We had a good time, got to know each other, we had the vibe, the chemistry, everything was there. So this guy and so you know when you like come out, you just go confess. Okay, very few girls do this, but few girls come out to a guy, be like, hey, I like you and all that. So I told the guy like, hey, I really, really like you, but I don't know how this is going to end. So we're gonna have good statements at the end and all that. But then, he's like, oh no, I have a girlfriend. I'm like, wow.
Really?
I don't know, in a way, it just stung. It just hit, and I'm like, so what was all the flirting? What was everything for? What was the vibe for if you had a girlfriend? Because honestly speaking, I do not go for taking guys because it's just wrong. It's just very, very wrong. And that's okay. Many girls in this generation do that, guys. Okay, that's a story for another day. But it taught me, honestly, to keep my guard up. Not everything is as it seems. Someone might want you, but it just won't happen. It will just cause you problems and end up hurting you alone. The guy will be happy, his girl will be happy, and you'll be the only one hurt in the equation. And
wow, that's actually very deep. It's actually very, very deep.
It's a whole story.
So it's basically an entire thing.
We need to sit down and
I get you. So I think let's get someone else's view on this. What do you say about that, Tatiana?
Go ahead.
Hello, Warren. How are you doing today?
What's up, Cyrus?
So, you're currently live on the Hear Us Loud podcast. I don't know if you're aware of that. It's not a usual call.
Oh. Okay.
It's a business call.
Hi, Warren.
What's up? Wait. Do I know this person?
I don't think you do.
I do not know.
I don't think.
So without wasting time, let's go right in. So Warren, I've just asked Tatiana a question, and I think I also need your view on it. Are you ready?
What's the question?
Yes. So, have you ever confused attention for love? Like you or anyone you've seen it happen to, that someone gives you attention of, let's say, a week or 2 weeks span, and you end up misreading the signals or misjudging it for something else. Yet they were just being really nice to you. and just giving you attention, and when it fades away, you say this person kind of used you, or you misjudged it, and you kind of blame yourself, end up blaming them too. So if this happened to you, what did it teach you?
Man, okay. It mainly taught me that there are some actually genuinely good people who are still around. And like, man, it's very easy to misconceive signals. These are like human mistakes that man just need to like learn from them. You can't really take it to heart.
So that actually, yeah. So for the both of you, how do you think could relationships actually affect your goals? Like where you are right now, you're like going to uni, you're growing and just starting out your career. Do you think relationships could actually affect your personal goals? What do you think about it? Let's start with Tatiana.
Warren, go first.
No, let's start with Tatiana.
Okay. It's a two-way thing.
Mm-hmm.
On one hand, it could really, really help build you if you are set with the right person, right? And on the other hand, the person you're with could just break you from achieving what you must. And it's just crazy. Okay, it could go either way. If you're with the right person, then they could help you build yourself and like stand strong and get your firm foundation. Or it could go downhill, like fast. Yeah.
And what do you think about that, Warren? Do you remember the question, or you want me to repeat it for you?
Could you kindly repeat it?
Could relationships affect your personal goals, like your identity, the things that you're doing right now, considering how you're joining uni and starting out your career? Do you think that moving to a relationship or being in one could kind of affect your goals, your personal goals? What do you think?
Yeah, I believe they actually can, because first of all, this is someone whom you, let's say, sharing your utmost inner thoughts. And man, when it comes down to seeking an opinion, you also know you're gonna come to them first before anyone else. Basing off what they say can actually take a toll on you. So yeah, it really has a big hand in it.
So big hand, what do you mean by big hand exactly? Big hand, a negative hand, a positive hand?
Man, it's like planting a seed and then growing it down from beginning stages. So this person has the ability to like chop off different things that may seem either developmental or detrimental. So yeah, they can go both positive and negative.
So it could both be positive and negative. So what you're telling me is that the relationship could both break your goal and kind of help build it. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
It could either make or break you. Yeah.
It could make or break the goals that you have. That's actually nice. So what ways do you think it could affect? Because you've said it's like you guys do not want to actually dive into details. You're both dodging. You're dodging.
Tough topic, man. It's a very, very tough topic to talk about.
Exactly. That's why I called you people, knowing that you people would know how to do it, how to go about it.
Okay. Please repeat the question. Let's dive deep. Okay.
You want me to repeat it again?
Yeah.
Well, I just said. Let me see if I remember how I phrased it. Yes. I said, do you think relationships could actually affect your personal goals, your identity, or your career? as someone that's just starting out building all that?
Okay, when someone's in a relationship, the partner's opinion matters. If not 100%, at least 80. So anything you'd want to do, you'd be like, oh my god, babe, can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do that? And the person's like, I don't think. Yet for you, in your heart, you're like, okay, this actually helped me. Then your partner like demoralizes you and like throws you down in the mud.
Okay.
Then it just brings like that that inner conflict. And like, should I really do this? Should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? And it just turns out that you have to listen. Okay, it's I would call it a reflex, but in a way, your mind will be like, oh, baby's probably right. Let me just do what he says, unless otherwise. That's why I say it's a two-way thing. You can actually choose to listen or not. You think like your partner is the right, like has like a right opinion. When you feel if your partner could actually say no, and it just breaks the entire can I say just covers the whole path, and then leads you like into something else that you may not even be into. Or it's this topic is wide, it's two-way. Okay, then
and
your partner can actually say,
we're not taking any excuse. We're not taking no for an answer. Okay. So your part. In relationships, your partner's opinion does matter to a certain extent. That's if it's in line with your principles and what you want to believe. I don't say believe, but what you have in your life. And it's not against like who you are. It's not against who you are. And in a way, it does affect if it is in line with who you are, and if you actually know what you want. Because some people go into relationships and in life they do not know what they want. Really?
That can also like tarnish the whole thing. Because how do I put this into words? Someone's relationship can be based off of their career. I think you've heard of such scenarios, right?
Yeah.
And then when someone loses the career, the relationship is gone. Because of some wild, lousy decisions, something like that. And this is a very, very much two-way. I don't know how much I'll emphasize this, but it's hard to decide with if it can break or make the entire relationship. But that's my take on it.
Okay. So let's see what Warren has to say about it. Warren, are you still there? Warren?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Thought you'd gone to bed or somewhere. So, sir.
Okay.
We're all ears.
We both know, based off personal experience, not what we see is as it seems. Man, we've all, let's say, watched something similar concerning relationships, read about stuff saying that so and so, they got together, they did this, grew like this. Nobody really talks about what niggas actually went through in the process. And many people just want to skip to the good parts.
They don't go down in the mud.
Man, it's always messy, it's always sticky. Man, from our
people always just
own chapters.
People always just want to know about the good side of the relationship, and when things get tough, when push comes to shove, that's when they decide to dip. That's when the runaway finger is snapped and they're like, nah, I can't handle this.
And also from careers, some people feel like they matter more than they're not able to see the bigger picture, because we're struggling right now. I need you to be there for me. I need you to counsel me, need some guidance, talk to me, make me feel like, man, I'm not doing all this alone.
Mm-hmm.
But then it kind of gets messed up. Okay, I don't want to call the ladies badly, but they can get overly judgmental.
Oh, okay.
Why isn't he doing this? He's putting more work into this. He's giving this more time than me. We no longer talk the way we used to. This is where the whole relationship thing, like, man, really breaks down. So
that's when it begins.
It's not fair. Yeah, man, and it's not fair on like both sides. On like a point where you guys need to be understanding of each other's lives. Of course, you're a priority, but there's some things I need to do to make it easier for both of us. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's a two-way thing, as Tatiana said.
Yeah, I guess both of you have landed.
It's a two-way thing.
So, which leads, since it being a two-way thing, this is actually a good one. Do you actually think our generation, Gen Z and the one that's after us, do you think we are afraid of commitment?
Without a doubt.
So you believe that our generation is afraid of commitment? What would you say about that? And if you believe it is, why? Or you believe that no, we are very okay with commitment?
Should we let the lady go first?
Oh, wow. Okay, let me go first. This generation, without a doubt, is afraid of commitment because people have seen how relationships turn out. Guys, we're still young, we still think maturely, right? Guys know how it will end. Guys know what is in the picture. Guys know what's behind the scenes. Guys basically know what commitment is. And some guys are scared of that. Like, okay, commitment is like, okay, I want to basically term it into marriage, but let's use marriage as an example. Guys will get married, right? Then along the way, the marriage falls.
Okay.
No one will want to. I'm not sure if it's in this country, if you get married twice, it's seen as something bad. So someone would rather settle. Okay, like someone would rather not commit than commit to something wrong. I don't know if that makes sense.
Repeat that one more time. Repeat that one more time.
This generation would rather not settle than settle for something that's not right.
Wow.
I'm looking for you to emphasize it. Like, okay, honestly speaking, personally, I would not settle with something I'm not happy with. I would not settle for something I'm not happy with. That's me. Because imagine being tied to a marriage. Imagine being committed to something that's not benefit. Okay, a commitment. Okay, marriage is something that's supposed to keep you, okay, not exactly happy all the time, but it's supposed to, like, take you a lifelong journey where you can support each other, not where you're being cheated on constantly, where there's mistrust, miscommunication, all that.
Yeah.
It's okay. Honestly, commitment in this generation is zero.
Wow.
Okay, for those maybe who can, but it's not in this generation anymore. It ended in our parents' generation, and the generation after them, that's where commitment stopped. Though it still can happen.
So you talked of wanting to commit to something that you'd rather commit to somewhere where you're happy than where you're not happy, right?
You'd rather commit. Okay, you'd rather not commit to something where you're not happy. You'd rather not commit. Yeah. Okay. You'd rather be by yourself and be happy, living your best life, than being tied to something where you're just not yourself, because you're supposed to focus on mental health and all this. And imagine committing suicide because you're in a tough marriage.
And actually, that has actually happened before. People committing suicide because of tough marriages. I've seen it happen.
That's one of the reasons why this generation cannot commit. Like I said, guys are afraid of what can happen. Guys know what is happening inside marriages. Guys know.
Have you heard of that thing where people are like, I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than on the floor? I don't know if you've heard of it.
That's not for everyone. That's not for everyone to relate, to be honest. Okay, if you're not crying in a Lamborghini, okay, that will not be me, because crying is still crying, man.
Yeah, I get it.
Your emotions are hurt. Your mental health is still being tarnished. Like, it's okay. For the money-minded, in quotes, they can have a go at it, but most guys would think with their brains and be like, mental health first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's honestly what I think. I don't know what Warren's going to say, but...
So Warren, as we wind up, what do you think about it?
The standards are set too high. Expectations have reached the climax to where, okay, quote me if I'm wrong, fresh out of high school, you claim you are feeling so and so, they are for so and so. But why do you make it seem like, okay, there are some small things a nigga is supposed to be able to do. Okay, you two are supposed to be able to do. But sometimes you just need to understand the situation may not be favorable. Yes, you're feeling bad. He may not be doing all that you would want him to do. Because, man, he's not like, bro, bred from honey and gold from birth.
Okay.
Cut him some slack. Take some time. It's going to get hard. It's going to get bumpy. But you never know if you're actually able to persevere through the storm. Man, you may actually make it to see the what? See the rainbow.
To see the rainbow, yeah.
The standards are just set too freaking high. I'm not saying you should lower your standards. And of course, there are some things. Okay, there's a point you have to look at things and be like, you know what? If he or she wanted to, they would have already done it.
By the way, I've heard that saying a lot where they say, if he wanted, he would have done it. If she wanted, she would. Like, okay.
It's been used inappropriately sometimes, but
I do believe so. If he wanted, he would. I do believe people would use it in the wrong way. That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes the standards. Yeah.
The standards actually matter. Yeah, you're actually right. So, yeah. For my final question, as we conclude, for the both of you, by the way, and I'd like to appreciate you, by the way, for me eating up your time. I know you guys were busy before I called. So,
it's nice that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate both of you for kindly picking up. Someone else would actually decline. So, for the both of you, my question would be, what advice would you give to your younger self about love? Like, about people in love, that's one. And what role would trust play in a soulmate? Basically, do you believe in a soulmate, or do you believe in building love through work and choices that you make? Let's start with that one, actually. That one sounds juicier. Do you believe in building love, or you just believe in soulmates? So there's someone out there that's perfect, waiting for you. They have everything that you desire. You're just going to have to look for them. Or you believe in finding someone and working through them, building your person to what you want. What do you think?
Wow, this is tough.
Let's be brief, by the way.
Okay, I'll try to be as brief as possible. Building each other in a relationship is gold. I don't know if I should term that as. I don't know if I've said that right, because a relationship is where you guys help each other grow, right? Of course, we have soulmates in this world. There's no doubt that each of us has a soulmate, but there is a possibility that you will not find that soulmate, or you'll find your soulmate in the person you've built in the relationship, something like that. So I do believe there's soulmates, but building each other in a relationship, helping each other grow is top tier. I've tried to be as brief as possible, so yeah.
That was very brief and simple. So Warren, what would you say? Mr. Warren.
Say facts. This is real life, not a fairy tale, not a fantasy. God gave you a mind. You cannot live in fear. So man, you know the decisions you are going to make. Of course, trust plays a very big role. I would rather decide to build something than actually give into my fantasies, creating those unattainable expectations, and man, feeling left out on something nice. People actually have the time to put in the effort. They will, if they wanted to. You have a mind, you have a brain, use it. This is reality.
I do believe that actually kind of adds up. Then the next question. Do you remember the other question that I asked you?
Oops, no.
You've also forgotten. Anyway, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
So it was simply, what role would trust play in your relationship? And if broken, can it actually be repaired? That's where this saying, I actually looked at a meme today and it said, it was like, forgive and forget, but do not be foolish. The person was saying, I may forgive you, but I will not forget. You've broken my trust and that can't be repaired. So that's their opinion. So you as a person, what do you think? Can your trust be repaired in a relationship once broken?
Okay, let me tell you something for a fact. The same trust does not come twice.
The same trust does not come twice.
That is a bitter fact. The same trust will never, and I repeat, it will never come twice. It will try, and I quote try in capital letters, it will try, but not come back the same.
Okay.
Yes, your partner will forgive you, but it won't be 100% forgiveness. Because if you still have that thing of like, oh my God, you did this, how could you do this? Yes, I forgave you, but it's not complete forgiveness. You get it?
Yeah.
It will be more like, I forgive you, but not, I forgive you like an 80% because I have this in my mind, like, you could do this again. You could hurt me the same way. And that's why actually most relationships don't work once. Okay, why exes don't go back together? Because they're like, you'll do this again, I have it in my mind, you'll do this again, you'll hurt me again, you'll do all that sort of nonsense. And yeah, trust is at the foundation of a relationship.
Wow.
Trust is where it all starts.
Hold on, could you repeat that for me? Could you repeat that for those people that have not heard properly? Trust is the what?
Trust is the foundation of a relationship.
Beautiful.
Okay, let me put this in a manner of, let's say I'm dating someone.
Be brief. Remember to be brief.
If I trust, yes, please.
Remember to be brief, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
If I won't forget that. If I trust my partner, I will not care if he's talking to other girls, because in my mind, in my soul, I will have it that this guy is going to be faithful. He is not going to do anything stupid and all that. That is what trust is. I think that's what most people in relationships suffer, because they overthink. And it's not wrong to overthink sometimes in a relationship, because you're like, oh my God, what if this guy leaves me and all this and this and all that? But trust is letting go of insecurities when they attach you the most in a relationship.
Wow.
I think that's the best way I've tried to summarize what I was going to say. Yeah. Yeah.
Warren?
I don't even know if that makes sense.
It actually does. I think the main thing that I've picked up is trust being the foundation of a relationship. That someone actually once said that if we don't have trust, we don't have anything. If there's no trust, there is basically nothing without trust. So, Warren, what would you like to say about that too? What can you tell us?
Me, myself, and I agree. Once that trust breaks, just don't bother.
I feel you.
To anyone who's listening, never open, never let them pick ever again. First of all, you do not know what or where these people come from. You do not know you knew what they were capable of until they actually broke your trust. So man, if they were able to break your trust, what else are they able to do behind your back? So I can't, deep down in me, I know myself, I will never, once you break it, man, just forget about me. It's done.
Wow. That's actually very deep. So you do not believe in rebuilding the trust that was once broken?
Forget that. It's not in my vocabulary. It will never be.
That actually...
Neither should anyone accept anything less.
It sounds like you're speaking from experience, by the way.
That's...
You know me.
Yeah. So, this has actually been very, very deep. And I actually believe I should have called you guys from the beginning. So, what did you guys think about coming back for episode 2 on this? Like a part 2 of this?
I'm down.
That would be great.
Yep, same here.
So yeah, we're gonna finish it off right here. And I'll let you guys get back to what you're doing. Thank you so much for your time. Have a blessed day.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Too.
Alright guys, thank you. So you heard it loud from them, guys. That was people's opinion on simply the tiny things that you think do not matter. So I'd simply like to give out, can I say, a small piece of advice that on what both of these people have spoken about. They've spoken about huge words, huge things have been thrown back and forth. They've both said interesting things, and some of them have actually made deep points. But then we'll see what you people have to say in the comments. Make sure to keep it lively. Make sure to be nice. Let's all share our ideas, yeah? And we'll see how we catch up the next episode. We'll have the both of them there. And let me know who you'd want to come onto the microphone next. If you have a special someone that you believe would make your point drive through, or even if you can drive your own point home yourself, that would actually be even better. So if you believe in yourself, yeah, make your points and let's dive right into it. I remain your humble host, Cyrus Rod. This is the Hear Us Loud podcast. Bye bye.